Tonali, good day, buenos dias, Palabra 69. Hope everybody's having a blessed day, starting off their Monday just fine. Just wanted to share something with the little youngsters, you know what I mean? And I'm speaking to myself when I was young and stuff, and, you know, was living a certain lifestyle and stuff. You know, we always talk, if we're talking about breaking dysfunctional cycles of generational traumas that, you know, occur in our families and our households, well, I'm going to share something with you, you know what I mean? Because, you know, I like being honest. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping, you know. The past is the past, and if we can utilize it to help and guide the future, you know, for betterment, I'm all for that. Now, when I was growing up, that, you know, there was a certain yerba that was illegal. Now it's legal, you know what I mean? So the money that you could generate and make from that, you know what I mean, back then, you know, was pretty tempting and stuff for a young kid, you know what I mean? And the influences that were right there ready to help them generate that income, they were right there, the negative influences. But I want to share something with you, you know what I mean? All the time that you think you're making money, you're balling, you're providing for your family, you're taking care of your wife, your lady, your children, your man, whatever the situation may be, you know what I mean? You're taking care of your household, bills are getting paid, people, you know, the party's going on, everything's fine. I want to share something with you. There's going to be people in your circle that are going to get caught with that product, and they're going to tell on you because they can't hold their mud. That's a fact. That happens, you know what I mean? Ask somebody. There are going to be people that are going to be jealous and envious of what you're doing, and they're going to 911 on you so that you can take a fall. You know what I mean? Your children, sadly, are going to see that. You know what I mean? God forbid that you take that choice, you know, and go down that path. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell you one thing. A lot of times, parents, you know, we love our kids and stuff. We love our children. We would do anything for them. But we don't stop to realize that sometimes we're the ones causing them that hurt. You know what I mean? By them having to see the cops come in and fucking the SWAT team try to bust dad, whether it's in the house or in the fucking Safeway or even at the park. You can't even be at the park, you know, when they come guns drawn. All that trauma that child is exposed to, you know what I mean? While you're out there balling, doing things, and you're taking care of your family, but you're also, your ego, you're that pride of like, hey, my product is my name, you know what I mean? Don't salt it up or whatever, and you're keeping these snakes happy, satisfied with that so-called product while your family is undergoing all that trauma. Sometimes we don't think about that. You know what I mean? And this is just an opinion personally, you know what I mean? Is that a lot of times we let that false glorification of a certain lifestyle, the money, the power, the fame, the women, everything that comes with it, blind us to the impact that it's having in our immediate family that we're causing. Sometimes we try to justify it, well, like, oh, well, you know, it's their money, I'm taking their money, it's not impacting my family. But it does impact your family. When you're getting arrested, when you're going to trial, when you're going to prison for whatever it may be, and you're not there to raise your child has no protection, nobody to really provide for them in a legal manner, nobody to talk to, nobody to go to their school conferences, nobody to represent them, nobody to be there at the father-daughter dance or whatever it may be. You're missing out. That's what I want to share with you. And it's going to be a sad reality if you realize later that in all your effort to protect your children in the best of ways, you were the one who sadly, because of your distorted belief system, caused them the most harm. That shame, that vergüenza to wake up with every day is a hell that people shouldn't go through. Because sometimes we make a spontaneous decision in an instant without thinking of the consequences. Stay true to you, take time for you and your loved ones, but think about your choices.